Yeah, so originally these questions were like planned for live solve, but then I guess the people who were really interested in live solve weren't even here. So 1994 IMO5.
Five.
Wait, who solved this one?
Not 4.
I think we solved it.
Oh yeah, he did the big break.
Red question.
Maybe you guys can tell me about it because
That was the fixed points.
so I think the question was like this, right? You have a function again. It satisfies x plus f of y plus x f of y, right? And it's equal to whatever the stuff with x and y swapped.
Yeah.
Wait.
Plus y f of x, yeah? And the function is from s to s, where s is all the numbers greater than -1, right?
Yeah.
You know? Oh, by the way, did anyone check that this condition was well defined? Like, did anyone check that this is greater than -1?
Oh. Wait. So.
I didn't check that. Did not check.
Wait, not even.
I didn't make a case.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
That's a little bit.
So it's equivalent to showing this is greater than 0, right?
No, actually, that's kind of.
And then it factorizes. So
Wait. Let's just sub x. Let's just sub x. No, but you have to show what's for every. Just sub what's for every.
all x and y.
Every x and every.
Yeah, so this thing factorizes 1 plus x.
Like, even if it wasn't
1 plus.
you could kind of say, you could just add an X condition and say it has to be greater than -1.
But you got extra information.
But then you have to check that in your work as well.
Wait, what if you just assume that they mean they don't want you to say it's also true, they want you to just say assume it's true.
Oh.
Okay, well here's the proof anyway. So
Okay, yeah.
I think it's unfair to deduct.
it's kind of obvious, yeah.
Yeah.
Because this is greater than 0. This is greater than 0.
Yeah.
And times two things greater than 0.
I don't think they'll box you, but it is like
Yeah,
logically.
It's something like as a mathematician.
Yeah.
It's a mathematical responsibility.
So if you take too many shortcuts just to do IMO, you might end up with a perfect score, but
You lose your integrity.
you lost your soul, a mathematical soul.
The integrity.
It's like every time you do a research project, you have to do it in 4.5 hour blocks by yourself in like a room with a flag on a table, or you just can't solve anything.
Oh wait, Professor is right hand side.
Wow.
Okay, so I was kind of relying on you guys to solve this, but I think there's some things that everyone got. So f of 0 equals 0. We got that right.
Yes.
I think we got that by subbing in x equals 0. No, subbing in y equals 0. No, we subbed in x equals 0, right?
Yeah.
So I think to get that, people subbed in x equals 0 and y equals 0, and you get f of 0 equals f of 0, right?
Yeah.
And then you sub in x equals 0 and then y equals f of 0 or something, and then you get f of 0 is 0.
F of X is 1. F of X is 1.
And I think you also get that f of y is equal to y, right? So it's an involution. So this is from subbing. This kind of stuff you get from subbing in stuff like x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, y is equal to f of 0. Okay. And then Lucas said something like it was decreasing. Where's Lucas?
Yeah.
What?
How is this tricky?
Is he just sleeping?
He like crawls out from under the beanbag.
He is
Yeah.
alive.
Who summons me?
Alive.
How is this tricky?
I have been subbing.
Alright, what did you guys do next? Did you use decreasing? Actually, there was a kind of an interesting part in the question that was like, the other condition was f of x over x is strictly increasing, right?
I don't know, I kind of feel
On each interval, you know? So it's like
I kind of feel that
Yeah.
the first condition is probably a lot more important than the second condition.
I mean, over 0 doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Where zero makes the most sense.
It was very nice.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it feels like over here it's already pretty close to solve, right? Because it's like an involution. It either fixes points or they pair them up.
Like fx can't be x.
It can't be x. Can't be linear, I think.
Yeah.
So those are some obvious things to try.
Wait, so it would have worked. So no, linear worked in the first condition, but not the second.
No.
Yeah, it would have worked.
Oh, yeah, linear works in the first.
Yeah, identity. So if we didn't have the second.
Wait, identity would work in the first condition?
Yeah.
X plus y plus x y equals x plus y plus x plus y. Yeah, y x. Should we just tell them what we did?
Mm.
Basically, what we did was we proved that the only fixed point is 0. So f is 0, 0.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So if you have, for example, like another c, such that f of c is c.
Okay, I can see how this solves the problem.
Is this a PST question?
Wait a minute.
Oh wait, I just there's a TST question that's
A PST.
Okay, so your approach is to show that there's only one fixed point, but then there's like an obvious expression for fixed
Team
points,
solving tactics.
and then they combine to solve it. Okay.
I think
Yeah.
question
basically you have c. You put x and y both as c.
X and Y both as C. Yes. Okay. I think I imagine doing this.
C squared plus 2c.
C plus C.
Yeah, equals c plus c plus c squared.
Oh wow.
So yeah. So anytime you have a fixed point, you have these other fixed points.
Oh, why is it 2c squared? Okay.
And then it's not quite right.
2c plus c squared.
Not quite right.
2c plus c squared. So you have two fixed points. But if c is in the interval of positive, then we know
Oh, it's
that.
not increasing. Oh.
Yeah. If c is also so we just need to check if c and 2c plus c squared are in the same interval.
Oh.
So if c is positive, then 2c plus c squared is positive. If c, you can factorize c squared plus 2c.
That's kind of
to
impossible.
the form c plus 1 squared minus 1. C plus 1 squared minus 1.
Ridiculously impossible.
And that makes you understand a bit better. So if c is like between -1 and 0, then we also know that c plus 1 squared minus 1 is also between -1 and 0.
So C is between -1 and 0.
Yeah, then we know that that's also.
And this is also between -1 and 0.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. So we know, then it's not strictly increasing. So that's fine.
And it's not equal unless it's 0.
C plus 1 squared minus 1.
Is it obviously less than 0?
Yeah, because you can just put the plus 1 on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And if
Because c plus 1 is between 0 and 1.
and then square is also between 0 and 1. Yeah.
0 plus 1 squared. 0
Oh, yes.
And if c is positive, then we have this. If c is positive, then c squared plus
Slightly.
Yeah. So
it contradicts the strictly increasing condition that we have.
okay. So f of c over c, right, is supposed to be Wait, which one's bigger? 2c plus c squared.
Doesn't it depend? It depends.
Yeah, but as long as they're not, as long as they're equal,
If they're equal, then
then it can't work either way.
yeah. So the fact is just that f of c over c is equal to f of 2c plus c squared on 2c plus c.
It doesn't even matter.
But then they're in the
Equals
same
1, yeah?
Yeah, but they're in the same interval. So
Ooh.
So we know.
Wait, so the only conclusion is 2c plus c squared equals c, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, which is only works when c is 0. So 0 is the only.
Which C was minus 2. Oh no, wait.
No, c yeah.
Yes.
Can't see at -1 as well. So
Okay, so then c equals 2c plus c squared, yeah?
yeah. So you
So
get
c outside of c plus 1 is 0, 0. And then c is greater than -1.
Yeah.
I don't think you're getting much of it.
Okay, very good. Oh, okay, and then if they're the only fixed points, let's see.
Then you solve x equals y.
Yeah, so so then x plus f of x
Yeah, it's a pretty nice
plus
standard inequality.
f of x is a fixed point,
We were
right?
talking about one of the S's that was in the camp. I use fixed basically.
The PSC question was different, but it actually had f of a over a and fixed points in it.
Oh, actually?
But it's a different question.
Okay, so then x plus f of x plus x f of x is equal to 0 for all x.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which gives you a solution, which actually is crazy.
It's a miraculous.
It's a miraculous solution.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess we probably should have checked also if c was greater than 0, that's greater than 0, but yeah, whatever.
Huh?
I said that.
I mentioned that. It was just,
Oh.
well, it was
Some
obvious.
people did ask, they didn't solve it.
Yeah.
Wait, so that gives us solution.
Yeah, that gives one solution.
Negative x plus negative x over.
It's negative x on x plus 1.
Yeah, negative x and x.
Crazy.
Does it work?
Yeah, it works.
What?
It's a bit of an insane.
Yeah, we didn't see it coming.
Insane.
Ridiculous.
Wait, what's another way of writing this? Equals minus x minus 1
Okay,
Plus
I'll
one.
try my best to make it.
plus
Why
1
is
on
it so
x.
much harder than 3?
So is this is minus 1 plus 1 on x plus 1.
Yeah,
And that works.
yeah. It satisfies both conditions.
Yeah, so the yeah, if you divide it by x.
I think the senior scheme was a problem proposal.
Oh yeah, I think it's divided by x. This one's better to see that it's strictly increasing.
Yeah.
So, I can just make a question that, well, how did the problem proposal just
He's in another stage of his life. He's trying to come up with questions. Okay,
Christmas geometry question that you made?
Oh,
no, I just secretly read one
It looks like.
wait, should I try it? Should I check it here or you've already checked it?
The IMO geo that like looks like the circles, like it's
Oh, yeah.
like that one. It looks like that, but it's way worse. Because it has a hexagon, circle,
Oh, yeah,
circle,
it's a
circle,
circle.
and then another circle. Oh!
Okay. So minus x plus y on 1 plus y.
Oh no, that's like negative one of the.
Wow.
Oh, what?
This is a big one.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's like complex question.
What? He's putting me off with his negativity.
And then you multiply out.
Okay. So minus x 1 plus y plus xy
Wow.
1 plus y
Wait.
plus x 1 plus y.
What do you got?
This is. Oh, yeah. Oh, it is multiply. Multiply what? No, it's times y plus or 1 plus.
This cancels out.
It was negative. Oh, it's negative like. This is an amazing
hell?
whiteboard link.
On
Yeah, this is actually amazing.
1 plus x. Is that right?
This is just a cracked whiteboard link.
I think so.
And this is the other side is y minus x on 1 plus x minus xy.
Dude, that's such a cracked whiteboard link.
So
In what way? In the how
So
many sixes?
yeah,
and
so
how
this
many
y
nines
becomes
there are?
There's also how many sevens and
xy plus y, yeah. And then the xy is cancelled.
Well,
Wow.
you know, there's an
Oh.
equal amount of twos, sixes, and nines on the link.
Wow.
Wait,
That's a good observation.
6,
6, 9, 6, 9.
me I don't
do we have to show it's greater than minus 1?
7, 2, 2, 7.
I mean, yeah, technically, yeah.
The whiteboard's at 6.
Okay, so this is positive, yeah?
Yeah.
And so this is minus 1, yeah?
Yeah.
You can just do it like that.
This indeed works.
Basically, just see it.
Wow.
Check the whole.
So how did they do it in the IMO? Do you think they checked all these things, or they just they saw that they didn't get any marks in question 1, so they just gave it to him anyway? No, I'm just
What was the stats for this question?
what was that for this question? 5. 7, 7,
7,
2, 3, 1, 7. So half the people got it.
The guy who got honorable mention got better than one guy.
Nigel Towell.
Nigel Towell.
Nigel Towell.
177,117. Right, Nigel Towell's kind of cracked. He got full marks on 3 and 6.
Oh wait, this is Australia.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's the oldest brother.